I am happy and I like a drink or two. Suspended in the darkness, I weep like a child. The policeman smiled, he was proud of his town. He knew he was the only law around. Called you on the phone, a million miles away. They told me you had gone, how long they couldn't say. I shut myself in a cupboard and put on your clothes. You should have seen the way I looked. And as for you, my darling, there's nothing more to say. We talked ourselves to death, just lie awake till day. And in the morning sunshine I'll spit like a dog and steal all your clothes while you're sleeping like a log. I seek the sleep of faithlessness, lying underneath your bed of nails, listening to your cries in the silence of the night as your body crashes down above my happy smiling face. Oh, can policemen please take me to jail? The crimes are as many as the lines on my face. The beds I've tossed and turned in the goodbyes I have said stretch out like gravestones on the road ahead.
Fishcenter Live 708-794-6386. This is Matt here with Mac. Here with Cho. Gritty. Ty. Did your dad have a good time yesterday?
He just seemed confused the whole day.
I didn't get to meet him.
Oh, should I have brought him in to your office?
No, I should have chased him down after the show.
Oh. It's all right. He
was
thought
nice
highly
to have
of
him.
you. He asked when we were going to Starbucks. He said, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah,
The
that's so
old
cool.
one.
Who is that guy? The old one?
No.
Cho.
He said the one in the back corner. I
Hold
said
on the
that's Matt.
inside.
He's the head honcho.
Moderator.
Yeah.
Looks like you. You guys look alike.
I have a picture of him from like his college years, and it looks like me. It looks like the spitting image of me, but maybe not anymore.
Same stash?
No, he had kind of the same hair makeup that he has now, but just colored.
It's weird when you get to be a dad age of me, and then someone else's dad is there who you still feel like it's someone else's dad. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey, Dad.
Hey,
I mean,
Mr.
Mr. Humphrey.
But they're really your contemporary.
Right. Even though,
Yeah,
we both.
I'm reaching that age now too. Or I guess I've reached that age.
40.
People my age have
Yeah.
multiple children. Fucking morons.
See if I can't find this picture.
Children are great, Joe.
There he is.
That children.
Other
wouldn't have
people's
you.
kids are fucking great, sure.
This is my dad.
See,
Around my. Oh, am I not plugged in?
I was getting
Not to one that I can see.
aquarium tank manufacturing vibe. What's the matter? What's the matter for you? Wrong one.
What is the deal?
You reminded me of somebody. I can't think of who it was.
Nope.
Now you gotta mirror it.
Oh, man.
Told you, DigiKiss was in here last. They do
Don't
things
talk
strange.
about DigiKiss.
That's probably the hardest show to produce.
Yeah. Those dang daters, you cannot wrangle them.
I sent a page of mean notes over. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey guys, this is BKDS. How y'all doing?
Hey, welcome to Fishcenter.
Hey.
That's your dad.
Thanks.
Yeah, that is
Hang on.
not me.
Sorry, we're taking a look at
That's your
Ty's
dad?
That's my father.
Wow.
from back in the day.
I'll
Look
say what
So
Taylor
he,
said.
he was back in college in the
Freebie.
90s?
All I need is a suit, I said. And that was 222 weeks ago. No, this must have been in the 70s. I think this is when he was in college. Wait, 70s doesn't make sense then. Maybe
He's not that old, is he?
No. I don't know. I don't know how old he is. Is that bad? Oh,
Yes.
Hollis liked it.
Yes, you should know how old your parents are.
Bless you, Matt.
Do you
Thank
do you
you.
know about the age that they are?
The range?
Older than Matt, younger than Keith, maybe.
Larry King.
Larry King, definitely.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, you know around the age. You don't need to know like exactly the age, right?
Yeah, I can only remember my parents' birth years, and I'll do the math.
Yeah. You gotta know your parents' age. Come on.
Christ.
Are you looking it up? You Googling it?
No, I don't know. I don't
Lucky
even
I
know where I would be able to find
barely
something like
remember
that.
that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Look, I'm a
birthdays.
parent. I want my kids to know how old I am. Although I have to tell you that I forgive them. I love them unconditionally if they don't.
When my dad dies, his gravesite will just have question marks till, October
Yeah.
2026.
At the grave, they'll be like,
So when
Ty,
did-
how old is your dad? What year should we put on?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
ask.
Can I ask you guys something real weird?
Yeah.
So my dad passed, and on his gravestone, people put quarters.
Yeah.
I found 2 quarters months ago, and as far as I know, that's a military thing. But my dad was never in the military. So what do you think quarters on a gravestone could mean?
Is your last name Fountain?
Oh, I saw a post about this. Certain change on a gravestone means certain things. I wish I could actually give you an answer to what means
That's a
what.
half answer.
I can look,
It's a clue,
Right.
though.
but was he a veteran?
No.
No,
She
he
just
wasn't.
said
That's
that.
the thing.
Oh,
'Cause
sorry.
Was it around-
No, it's fine. When I looked it up, it had something to do with military, and he was never in the military. So
Oh.
Do you
I
think
see.
they showed up around the anniversary of his death, or were you there just like on a random day?
no, because this was. Oh, that's a fair point. This was a few months ago. It could have been around that, and I just didn't notice
Do you keep the
because I'm
quarters?
not around a lot.
Do you
Yeah, did you
take
take
the
them?
quarters?
Or did you push
I
him
know
into the
I
ground?
left them there.
But are
Well,
they
I-
yours or his, do you think?
Oh, they're his. I'm not going to take them. That's
I mean,
weird.
what's he going to...
Well, do you think he would have wanted you to have them?
I honestly don't know.
What's he going to do with them?
Are you an only child?
No.
Do you think he's
You
the?
could split
Or
it.
are you not his favorite?
Maybe he.
Oh, I don't
maybe
know.
he pushed the quarters
Maybe-
out of his grave because.
Or bring them to his favorite kid?
Maybe it's like a
Um,
drinking game thing from back in the day. They played quarters? I don't know.
I had a
I
friend-
mean, he was a drinker.
Maybe someone owed
Okay.
him money and they felt bad. Like a grade school friend borrowed 50 cents to buy a carton of chocolate milk.
I mean, also maybe mistaken identity.
Doctor Who says maybe he was a gamer.
oh yeah, like Pac-Man.
Actually, he did play pinball,
There you
Okay,
go.
hold on.
Oh, okay. Pieces coming together.
right?
2 quarters for the pinball machine in the sky.
Was it a significant thing in his life? Pinball?
When he was younger, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think we might have solved it.
Maybe one of his friends or someone associated him. They were pinball BFFs, visited the grave, and left change. That adds
that would
up.
be real weird. That would be a real interesting
Oh, I think
guess.
that's
I've
sweet.
been coming up empty.
Yeah, that's not
No,
weird.
that's really cool
That is
if
more
that's the
sweet
case.
than weird.
Well.
Rainbow
weird-
Unicorn Poop says, by leaving a quarter at the grave, you are telling the family that you were with the soldier when he was killed. Is it possible? Yeah, what Cho said, mistaken identity.
Like, is your dad's name something common, like Jim Miller,
Admiral
Fountain.
John Smith?
No.
Does
General
he have a
Ahmed?
very common name?
No,
You son of a
it's-
bitch.
I mean, it isn't. I don't think it's mistaken identity though. And he had a whole bunch of friends around here.
And
No.
he's not buried in Arlington, is he?
No. It's not. No, I mean, he couldn't have been unless he's a military guy.
I learned something really
Oh, I guess
upsetting
that's
today,
true.
or yesterday. My dad told me that I am related to General Lee. What's his? The big
The car?
Robert E.
Robert E. Lee, on my dad's side.
Yeah, so your family's a bunch of traitors.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. War of Northern Aggression. The good guys won that one.
It's, you know what? Not to get on a rant, but it's amazing. The freedom of this country. We celebrate history. Our biggest traitors in history who lost, FYI. Not only are the traitors, they're losers. They tried to secede. They lost the war. And we put their fucking replicas on a mountain here in Georgia.
Yeah.
They have statues and monuments all around the South. What other country would ever consider doing that? You try to have a coup, you lose, yet you're memorialized anyway,
Yeah.
and people have the balls to say that we're not the greatest country in the world? Like, that's amazing to me. We literally celebrate our biggest traitors of all time.
And what do we get out of it? We're still here.
Well, you get rednecks that ignorantly want to continue celebrating them, which is just like doubling down on the ignorance, but, you know, people are fucking dumb. Anyways, that tickles
That's for
me.
a Wednesday.
That tickles me.
Weird Amy says the graveyard grass mower is going to take those quarters.
No, he won't, because they already fell off the grave the last time I was here and visiting, and I put them back on top. So I know no one's going to take them, because if they were, that would have happened a long
Did you
time
count
ago, I
them?
think.
What year are the quarters? Are they
Hold
special
on,
quarters?
Okay, I'm holding on.
It's piling up.
Two-part question. Are they special
Okay.
quarters, and how much did you count how much they're worth so that you can remember next time if somebody's
I think
adding
was
to it
just
or
two
subtracting?
quarters.
It's only two, and
Oh,
I
it's
don't know
only
the
two.
years.
Yeah, it's not like
it's
she'll
only
lose
two.
track.
Oh,
But they
No,
weren't
it's
like
not like
super
a-
old, like really cool ones, like when they were still made of silver or something like that you could notice.
No, they just look like regular quarters.
Do they have like a random state? Like, are they one of the new ones that are state-based?
That's a good question. I never
pay
really
attention.
checked it out too much. I just saw quarters and thought that's kind of interesting.
Joe, do we have a 25-point game that BKTS could win in honor
Of her dead
of
father.
her
Oh,
deceased father?
A 25-point
Well, actually,
game.
my laptop just died, so I'm trying to restart it, so I can't see the screen anyhow.
So a 25-point non-visual game.
All right, the next caller will get your game.
Or,
What
I
about-
mean, you want to pitch me a crime?
Oh yeah, pitch your
Do I pitch you a crime? I think I did that a long time ago.
How'd you do on it?
I'd do it again.
Well, have you been scheming up anything else?
What kind of crime are we talking about? Are we talking about low stakes or big stakes?
That's up to you to determine.
Does it have to involve you?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Actually, no. It does not have to involve me.
But he could be an angel investor if he wanted to get involved.
Here comes your crime. You have 25 points worth of credit. Pitch your crime.
Okay. The crime is, I'm going to include Cho, because I have no better ideas. The crime is, Cho goes around to everyone's office over there at your Adult Swim Studios and steals one thing from each person's desk and uses it as his own, like, souvenir thing in his house or his apartment, wherever he lives.
A black
I was
market
like,
as
haha,
seen
I
on.
got something from everyone's desk. So it's a low stakes crime, but it kind of annoys everyone.
Interesting.
So it's sort of like a scavenger hunt.
I would call it
Not
like a
really, because it's whatever you want to take, but you're taking one thing from everyone's desk as like a souvenir.
But then there's no money.
A little creepy.
You don't win anything.
That's true. Okay, so, you know, the law that you're breaking is really just you're committing theft. So
Yes.
pretty basic. It's one of the most common of crimes, but I'm not against theft, of course.
Okay.
The victims, see, that's an issue. Coworkers, you don't really want to shit where you eat or where you
Sure.
work. So
But that puts another layer onto this crime, doesn't it?
that's true. That's just more incentive to not get caught, right?
All right.
But then you got to face your internal guilt about working with people that you stole from knowingly, which I'm fine with because I don't have a conscience. But
Well,
that's
you're gonna
just
have
me
guilt
personally.
no matter what.
That's true.
I mean, it's even if you do it to someone you don't know, that's a perfectly innocent person as well.
Not necessarily, but okay.
Okay.
I see your point, though. Monetary gains, not so high, though, unfortunately. It's just going to be mainly sentimental.
Sure.
Unless, I don't think too many coworkers store jewelry at their desks, but I probably wouldn't target that. So, unfortunately, it is a low-stakes crime with a very low payout. So, out of 25 points, I mean, I'd have no problem doing it, but anyone with any bit of a conscience would have a much bigger problem. So, this is not an easily passed off crime. And not the typical person could do it. So, out of 25, 11 points.
11 points.
I'll take it. That's great.
Where are they going to?
They're all going to Mr. Hot Steve.
We have a
11 points for Hot Steve from
sorry.
BKDS.
He has received too many points already, so I'm afraid you're going to have to find a different fish.
I haven't been following the show recently, so I was not aware of that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's
I'm just kidding.
He's
I'm messing with you.
In honor of BKDS's father, Hot Steve.
Hot Steve, going to my dead dad.
What is his name?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
First initial.
The name you want to give him today for this show, initial, whatever you think.
Mr. Hot Steve.
Okay.
Mr. Hot Steve.
Thanks, BKDS.
Hey, it was nice talking to you guys.
I love you.
Shout out to our friends in the chat: Bone Amputee, Mike Sexy, Larry King Lives, Dr. Doe, Wireshark, Undisputed Noob, Liza VP, Ben Rivera.
Man, the mystery of the quarters on the grave.
What's your crime, Christina?
Oh, like one I've done?
Yeah, what's one you've done?
pitch critique crime.
I don't do many. I don't break the law very often.
But you have, surely.
Yeah, I've talked about it before. One
She
time.
smokes weed in the bathtub.
No, I don't. I don't do that actually.
Is that even illegal?
It's a regional crime.
If you're in the city of Atlanta, unless your blunt is an ounce or more, that's actually not a crime.
No.
No, technically it still is. It's like speeding. It's not criminal. It's a municipal offense.
I see.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I already talked about it once, but one time I charged my phone in a public park, and I got in trouble for that.
Holy shit.
I don't think that was even illegal.
Degenerate.
Hey. I have to think about it.
That
Ty,
counts.
what about you?
My crimes?
I would
Yeah.
think, Christina, you stole cable or something like that.
I mean, when I was a child, I stole from Walmart once, and I felt so sick about it.
What'd you steal?
It was like a dog toy, and I don't know why.
It wasn't
How-
even for you. That's nice.
How did you steal it? Like stick it in your pants and just sneak out?
I don't know. It was like in the checkout line, and I felt very upset about it.
Was it a toy shaped like a dog or a toy for a dog?
It was for.
Oh. Yeah, that is
It was
weird.
pointless.
So you were there with a parent,
Yeah,
and they were buying stuff,
yeah.
and you had the contraband on you, hidden.
Mm-hmm. It was a heist,
Nice.
to say the least.
See,
How did they
stealing
bust you?
with your parents, that's
I-
kind of nice.
I don't think I was busted. I told God in confession as a child,
Oh.
but I never told anybody until this
See,
moment that
That's
I
why
stole.
she would be the only one in this office I would fucking plan a heist with.
Oh, wow.
I would be, yeah.
No one but God would know.
And he doesn't judge.
Most people that work here, they would have confessed to somebody. Most people that work here.
Now she did.
I would like.
Confess to everyone.
Well, statute
Oh.
of limitations.
Yeah, that was like 20 years ago.
Thank you, Christina.
Round one.
The first time I stole something, it was on accident. I didn't know how stores work.
I want to know the last crime you
I
committed,
just
Joe.
walked out with it. I'll have to think. I'll have to sort.
Oh wait, I don't have a pen.
Okay, hold on.
Mimosa
Hold
and
on a
hot
second.
sauce.
Hold on.
wait.
Start on it.
I thought I had it
Start
here.
over.
These are not
Start over?
pens.
I'm going to start over.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
-1 for mimosa,
No,
plus
we're
1 for
Starting
slider.
over, Joe.
Starting
No one's
over.
looking.
Oh man, you got to keep the pressure on.
oh wow. I'm
You just
so
need a pen.
Yeah. Does anyone have a marker
Here's a
or
pen.
Oh,
a
I do.
pen?
You have 10 seconds.
Oh, got it. Sorry. Thank you.
Now does it work? That's part 2.
Yeah.
Okay. -1 for mimosa. Oh, I committed a crime at an hour and a half ago. -1 for slider, -1 for mimosa.
Boring speeding crime. Give me a
No,
real crime.
it was not speeding.
I stole
-1
street
for
signs
Hot Steve.
for an ex-girlfriend. +1, +2 for Hot Steve. Uh-oh,
Wheelie coin
Ferris
on the
coin.
field, -1 for Hot Steve, +1 for Hot Steve. Slider hits the wheelie.
+1 for Slider, +1 for Jeremy Legg.
Okay, you stay with the pluses, I'll stay with the
All right.
minuses. And a badass. Hit by Hot Steve.
+10 for Hot Steve, +1 for Slider, +1 for Hot Steve,
-1 for Thump.
+1 for Mimosa.
-1 for Thump.
That's it. It's a quick round. It is the first round.
Weird Amy was the security guard at that store, and she's been tracking you for 20 years.
Uh-oh.
And she has finally found you. You will be punished.
What's my punishment?
So we'll have to ask Weird
Did the
Amy.
dog love the toy?
It wasn't even for a dog. It was for myself.
Oh, wow.
As soon as I
You didn't left that part out of it.
yeah, I think as soon as I got it, I
Just
I
makes it
hid
weird.
it under my
Put
bed.
it in your mouth and started chewing on it.
Maybe.
Oh, man. Oops, wrong button. That's funny. Is it because of the guilt that you couldn't play with it, or you realized it was a dog toy and you didn't want to play with it?
I think as soon as I got it, I was like, why did I do this? And I hid it in case anyone would find it, like my parents.
Wow, you'd be so,
So I
good
was-
at crimes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Criminal spirit, though. I mean, you can't coach that.
Well, it looks like
That's
Hot
just
Steve is
natural
keeping
talent.
his lead.
You had
Let's
an
have a look
itch.
at
You're
these
like, I just want to
scores
steal
here.
Yeah,
something. I
that's what it
respect that.
was.
I
That's where it all
respect that.
started.
And Matt just gets redder in the face with all these Hot Steve points. 53 up in first, Bijou in second with 15.
I got nothing against Hot Steve.
Oh,
TBH.
okay. But you do hate Lupin.
Well, I mean, that was just such a...
Anime joke?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
all
a-
right. Fair enough.
I mean, not a joke, really, so much as it was just... I don't know. Maybe it's okay.
Yeah, the first thing I stole, I was so young, I didn't realize I had to pay for things at a store. So I was at a store by myself.
Joe, you love all kinds of crimes.
Well, this one is accidental because it wasn't on purpose. I truly didn't know they had to pay for things. I was old enough to get to the store by myself, but I didn't understand how they work.
You thought they were just places.
Yeah, they just held shit. And I think it was Easter egg decorations, like one of those, the Paz brand,
Yeah.
P-A-A-S. And it was just like a box, a purple box full of stickers or whatever the fuck they put on eggs. Grabbed it off the shelf and just walked right down the cashier line and walked right out. No one stopped me.
Bold.
Well, I didn't know. I was like, this is what you do. This is where you go. And
Did you steal it, or did they stop you? or
no,
what
they didn't stop me. I got it all the way home. And I didn't even realize that I had done it wrong until, I don't know, however many more months it took for me to realize how stores work. And I was like,
Do you know how
shit.
stores work now?
Yes, I know how they work now. But that was a funny discovery when I'm like, that one time I took those things, that was actually stealing. Huh. Maybe that's what emboldened me. Got away with it the first time. I'm like, this is easy.
Seven zero eight 794-6386. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
How much do phone numbers cost?
They come with your phone, don't they?
Yeah, but if I just wanted... What if I wanted 2 phone numbers on one phone?
Yeah, just use an app. There's plenty of free numbers out there. You just use a phone calling app. Google does that too.
1-800-SWIM-FUN.
True.
Sorry,
a
708
Google
swim
voice
fun.
number is
Yeah.
theoretically free, except it's not because they record everything you say.
I want another phone number, but only one phone.
Why? Yeah, why?
I'd like to take phone calls. I just want spam phone calls, like a lot of spam phone calls. I think that'd be fun.
What?
So you want another phone in your pocket just ringing all the time?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't believe you.
Why not?
I don't think you want those.
Well, I could ignore them if I wanted to, and then if I was lonely and I wanted to talk to someone, I could answer the phone.
That's what burners are for.
You have no one in your life to talk to? I'll talk to you.
Would you just call me sometimes?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't
yeah.
like calling people because I feel like I'm imposing myself on them. Like, oh, you're required to talk to me for 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Why don't you just give out your
Phone number
regular
on the air
number?
right now. Because then that's too much. Then I don't know when I can ignore them, you know? Because what
all you're going to get is spam calls. They're not going to be interested in talking to you.
some of them stick around for long enough.
You have to lie to them and say,
Yeah, like
And-
I'm interested in
Yeah.
your hearing aids. Like, yeah,
So
let's talk about hearing
You want to
aids.
strike up a conversation with like a call center operator?
Yeah.
Swash N says you're playing a role. What do you think about that?
Why would I do that?
I don't know, Ty. What's your response to Swash N?
I'm not playing a role.
Why don't you call them and talk about it?
Ty, this is sincere. You're very sensitive. No, not in a bad way, but I would say you are sensitive and you do need attention.
I'm like an under-socialized dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happened to you where you weren't.
My dad
given
didn't love me
yeah,
enough.
no one loved you enough.
Swash N's argument is that it makes no sense.
Well, I've been getting a lot of phone calls recently, and I've been enjoying it.
Swash N says, hear your smile.
Hear your smile, Swash N.
Swash N is really onto you. Swash N, call up and
Talk
explain
to
this.
me. Talk
and
to
talk
lonely
to Ty.
Ty. Ty talk.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
See,
There you go.
that
That could have been one of your calls.
Yeah, did that hurt your feelings, Ty?
a little bit. I love this new tank. I can't wait to see those fish swimming around in there. Did you guys ever see that video moving tank?
No.
Maybe I have it. Maybe I can pull it up.
I
The
think
fish
the
are
left
prepping.
side of the tank is a couple inches further away from the wall than the right side of the tank, and it's given me a real mental difficulty.
Like it's
Oh,
it's
it's
a
slanted.
skew.
Yep. Now we're fucked.
Let's just push
Yeah.
it.
I think we can just fix the email.
I don't think it would
Or
budge, Christina.
It
The
will not budge.
fish the
You know
camera.
how much that weighs?
Very.
What's 472 times
8 pounds,
8?
right?
That's how much it weighs, plus the steel.
3,200.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
3,005.
My name is Acorn, calling from Atlanta.
Acorn.
Hi,
Hey.
Acorn. How are you doing?
3,500 pounds.
Doing well. I
Plus
just
the
wanted to
stand.
ask, I've been watching the show maybe like 2 months now. I've been pretty obsessed with it. I love it. I've been able to just like figure out most of it just by watching, except for that dotted line.
The dotted line
I can't figure out
is
what that's for.
the Riri line.
the Riri line.
Yeah.
Joe, explain the Riri line.
So we have a couple of fish, namely hamburger, our eel, and bijou, our
Can you call up the Riri line?
our beta.
Sure.
And they don't move a whole lot. So
Right.
Coin Quest, our primary game, does not work to their advantage because they don't swim around a lot. So the Riri line is our way of balancing things. We'll place the line somewhere in the tank. If their mouths cross that line,
It is a mouth match.
it is called a mouth match, and they will match their points with the highest scoring fish of that round.
And see, Hamburger just squeezed his head over the line. He would have, in this case. made a
Yeah, we
mouth
haven't
match.
had many. With this new rock formation, Hamburger really doesn't have many chances to even get one.
Yeah, he's very comfortable in the back of the tank.
But that's what that line is. It's the mouth match Riri line. And if Hamburger or Bijou's mouths cross that during a round of Coin Quest, they match with the highest points of the round.
You can kind of see him in
Okay.
the back there.
And boy, when the new tank starts up,
I think he's going to be wiggling all around.
Put that on the new tank and see how that behaves, please.
This is going to be a huge
I
re-reline.
mean, it'll be the shot will be obviously
Be a different
closer.
shot, but
Yeah.
look, this is the first time. I'm sorry, freeze it here. I'm going to take a picture of this with my phone. This is the first time.
I mean, we
the
can
new-
scale here.
Hold
Let me
on,
do this.
leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it.
Oh, I can scale the coins down to the
Just
tank.
leave it for a second.
Okay.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Now, if we scale it,
Wow,
Wow.
look at that.
so
my God.
in relation to the new tank, it'll be closer to that.
And then maybe ham hole goes there.
Yeah, something like that.
It's really up to him. Where will he go? The sand is nice and deep for Mimosa.
She can dig in, take a nap.
The rock formations are much more spacious.
The rocks were staged. I mean, there was
Careful
set
consideration.
consideration with regard to camera placement, and the lighting will change. That glare will go away. Be obviously a much tighter shot. Can you estimate the shot, Joe?
Approximate the shot?
Yeah, approximate the shot. Thank you.
So, like, fill up our screen with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
It looks
how
perfectly.
to do it this way.
Also, Legato Gray wants us to remind you that fins don't count.
Me?
No, caller.
Eel doesn't actually have any fins, so
No, I'm the general. Thank you, Ty. The general rule when the fish swim past a coin is that the fins don't count.
but we weren't explaining coins to
No, we're explaining the rules, and he was understanding the re-reline.
re-reline.
And now we're explaining that for a new viewer that fins don't count.
I see.
All right, so if I zoom the tank up a little bit to fill the screen. So there's approximately the tank filling our screen and full-size coin quest. I mean, until the fish get in the tank, though, you can't really appreciate how much bigger that is.
Beautiful.
Which
It's exciting.
We've harped on that, but, you know, once the tank fills the screen, it looks the same as the other.
It looks the same.
But the fish will all be smaller, relatively.
And there'd be more colorful accents in there, right?
That's true. And once we have the hood on and the muff with the proper lighting, it'll look very different. And we'll also have additional fish.
Promises.
That's right. We'll have promises. Is Max still? He's still in recovery. By
I
the
don't
way?
think so.
I
I
don't
think he's
think
just
so
lazy
either.
Now he's just being
around.
lazy.
Definitely.
What a piece of shit. A piece of baby shit. He's soft like baby shit. Acorn, does that answer all your questions, or do you have some more?
That does, yes. Thank you so much. I also did just want to thank Matt for that podcast too that he's been doing. It's been really great. Yeah. Today's episode was awesome. I have no idea who that person was. I didn't know who she was, but she was really, really entertaining. It was awesome.
Kim Manning.
So yeah, just more of that content.
Thank you.
It was really great.
Thank you very
Thank you so much.
And Christina, right here next to me, pretty much runs the whole network, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do.
Adult Swim Podcast Network.
No, Christina was instrumental in putting that one out. Thank you for watching it or listening to it. Somebody asked me, how come you don't have video for it? So I feel like that defeats the purpose of a podcast.
It would no longer
right?
be a podcast.
I don't know. I do watch. I listen to some
thank you.
podcasts with video.
Yeah,
But it's sort of boring, and I don't know. Unless you had visuals with it,
yeah.
it's basically just this. Then, isn't it? Then. Like,
Well, we're not even on this one really.
Well, yeah.
Visually.
true.
Yeah, a podcast with a video is not a podcast. It's a video.
Podcasts are meant for when you're driving or cooking or doing laundry.
It's
If
an
you-
audio format.
Yeah.
Not a visual format or medium.
I think when Howard Stern, Howard TV, ever watch that?
No.
It's a different experience.
No.
Which even Howard had to fumble around with.
Hmm?
Howard was back in the day when he started being visual. Like
Like Channel 9.
The first Howard Stern show was sketch based because he realized, a radio show was not a TV show, which only lasted 2 seasons, and they were glorious.
Yeah.
For those lucky enough to have
The
experienced
best, and you can get a lot of that audio
so good.
online.
The
So
Father
good.
Ritter album. Oh my God, so many great bits.
Anyway, thank you, Acorn. Download the Adult Swim podcast. The new one came out today with Kim Manning, who's the vice president of programming for Adult Swim.
Round 2.
I think we should start getting podcasters on this show to cross-promote
Round
That'd be
the
good.
Adult Swim
Yeah.
podcast.
Who do you like, Ty? Who's good?
I like Hollywood Handbook. I like Harmontown, which we have some connections to, I think.
Yeah.
My brother and my brother and me is coming through town in August.
Be interesting. A podcast about podcasts.
Well, Last Stream on the Left is a spin-off from their podcast.
Sure.
Right.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Sage. Christina, can you turn everyone down except for Ty? I just want to talk to him.
Matt, can I do that?
No. Yeah,
not
okay.
allowed.
You can do that.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay, everyone is down but Ty.
Hey, Sage, how's it going?
How's it going, Ty?
Pretty good.
It's just like, you can give me your number. We can just talk, you know?
You can just call me every once in a while.
No, you can call me.
I don't.
I'm free whenever, you know?
But what if you're at work or in the shower? And then I call you and you don't answer, and then I feel like maybe you're ignoring me.
I'll answer you and be like, hey, man, call me back in however long. You can call me back.
Okay.
We can talk. Just send me your number, you know? We can just talk. It'll be cool, you know? It'll be like a long distance pen pal thing. So,
Audio
On the phone.
pen pals.
yep.
Yeah. All right. Sage, I'll send you my phone number.
Yep. All right.
Everyone, I think
yeah.
our phone call's over.
I turned us all up now.
All right.
Wow, that was
Time
nice.
stood still.
That was a lot of silence.
Sage is like a
I would tell Sage I love him, but he wasn't really talking to me.
an analogy I read the other day was a slug in a trance.
Oh.
Is that him?
Yeah.
What do you say, round 2?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it only 2?
Yep.
Round 2.
Yeah, we've been running our mouths today.
Mm.
That was really sweet, Ty.
Really sweet.
Round
2, 2. Sounds like he's saying 2.
Round 2.
You want the 5s or the 1s? Or you want
Isn't
to
it
go
both?
negatives, positives? What do you want to do?
Oh, I'll take positives.
Okay. -5 for Slider. -5 for Hot Steve.
+5 for Slider.
Bouncy coin on the field. Slider definitely avoiding the -1.
And the positive one, though.
Hot Steve hits
Oh.
the bouncy coin, gets a net 0.
Mm,
Bounce, bounce, bounce it.
I need to
+1
learn
for
these
Slider.
buttons.
-1 for Mimosa, -1 for Slider. The coins should be bouncing by now.
Oh, boy.
-1 for Hot Steve. And
Oh,
Ty
there they go.
finally initiates the bounce and
Oh.
rearranges on the field. Alright, I'll just stay with the 5s, you stay with the 1s.
+1 for Mimosa.
5 for Slider. -10 for Jeremy Leg. 5 for Mimosa, -5 for Thump.
Mm.
Mimosa has to rearrange, -5 for Thump.
Whoa! -1 for Thwomp.
+5 for Mimosa. -5 for Thump. +5 for Hot Steve. +5 for Mimosa. -6 for Thump. Another -5 for Thump.
That's it.
It for round 2.
Sage is like, he's like strep throat in human form. You just feel him in your, like, itching in your insides. But you can't scratch it, so it just gets.
But there's also that tranquilizing effect. Yeah. Kind of like jet lag.
Yeah, he's like jet lag. He's like having jet lag and the flu at the same time.
It's personified jet lag.
With that itch in your throat that you know something terrible is coming.
Right, it's like coming back from a con. You have con crud.
That's right. Con crud, jet lag.
Con crud, jet lag.
You got to go to work.
That's Sage.
Yeah. You're late. Sage.
Just getting up out of your chair requires extra effort.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at these points.
Let's see.
A lot of negatives this round. Only Mimosa got out unscathed. But Hot Steve still sticking ahead with those bonus points from Dead Dad.
Mr. Hot Steve today.
Mr. Hot Steve, of course. Bijou still in second, but Mimosa crawls up in front of Hamburger. Now in third.
But Hamburger sitting with 0 points is doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Almost exactly opposite from last week, where Flump had by now a 90-point lead.
Just a lucky coin placement. Really depends on where those negatives go.
But again, I think this is proof positive our constant tweaks and adjustments work.
It's true. We're in week 6, and that means in 4 more weeks we'll be... Well, did we say that we're not going to do that anymore? Because the show's perfect? I think we might have said
that. May have been brought up. I don't know if we agreed.
We didn't agree that it was perfect?
I don't think a consensus has been
What's
reached.
your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Troy calling from Adelaide, Australia.
Oh, hey, Troy.
Troy, is this show
Hey, Matt.
perfect? Can we
Hey,
cease
Troy.
with the interim sessions?
You all right, Christine?
No. Look, I would say you got to up the interim sessions, or at least up the off season in winter, maybe. Maybe reinvent the show a little bit more.
What do you think
You
about
hear that,
Sage's voice? Does it sound like a virus or more of a disease?
Cursed. He's been like cursed with a complete lack of energy. Maybe, I don't know if he just
That could be a blessing.
smokes way too much weed, like someone that smokes it consistently every single day, that maybe if he stopped for like 6 months, he'd have the voice of a normal person. But I don't know. He just seems very chill. Let's say that. Someone who I don't think would be too memorable in a conversation.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right.
It's okay.
Look, I just wanted
We
to
can't all be hard
congratulate you on
Australians,
getting
okay, Troy?
Yeah, it's fine. Look, I've known a fair amount of sages in my life, and they're okay. It's just
I thought they're the ones that
you
get
can
eaten by
walk away
dingoes.
and it's all good. Look, I just want to congratulate you guys on getting the big tank in Adult Swim finally after all these years of procrastinating.
Why do you got to
and
add
trying
an
to figure
insult
this
to a
out.
compliment? Why do you have a compliment and then you do an insult? Why? Couldn't you just say, hey,
good work.
It
Good work.
spices up the
Thank you.
language, Matt.
What?
Look, it's the bad with the good, and I think it's fantastic that you finally got it in. That's it.
That wasn't
Right.
it,
I
though.
was
Then
just
you had to
wondering.
say, after all, procrastinating, blah, months, this and that. It's not what happened.
Okay, fair enough. No, that's a fair enough assessment of what
I know.
said, Matt.
Oh, shit.
I'll give you that. I
It was-
apologize. I
it
will
was
work on that
underhanded.
and try and give you only compliments from now on.
Well, if you're going to give a compliment, give a compliment.
Absolutely. It's a compliment in the face of what has been an epic journey of highs and lows.
Okay.
That is all I'm trying to get across. I'm not trying to take it away that it's eventually there. You know, it's good that it's in. I just want to know, is the tank going to have a name?
Hank.
Tank?
Hank.
No.
Hank the Tank.
I don't know. What should the name be? I guess we could name it.
Bubble tank.
Maybe there's
Bubble
one
maybe
tank.
there could be a competition on
I mean,
move-in
why not
day.
just one tank? It's always been one tank, really.
It's true.
One
No, it
tank,
hasn't.
yeah.
There was a
One
very
tank.
long
That's
time
true,
where it was two
Troy.
tanks.
Ty.
It's the one tank.
It's the one tank, but you have one tank right now.
Can you tell that the left side of it is slightly
Yeah, but-
out a little further than
Yeah,
the right side?
But our one
Absolutely,
tank is
I
not
can.
the one tank.
And you're right.
I think that's just a camera problem. You just move the camera so it's tilted a little bit.
I don't know.
Can there be a competition to name the tank?
Yeah. You organize it.
Yeah, all right. I'll organize it.
Martin.
Can I have some sort of budget for it, for prizes? Maybe a Mum Bus T-shirt?
Yes.
That'd be great. And a deadline on move-in day? When's move-in day? When's all the new fish coming in?
How about Sage's Rage Cage?
Do you think Sage actually lives in a cage? Like a tiny apartment?
Well, no. Send us a picture, Sage, if you're out there. I'm curious.
Hey, Cho, I just wanted you to rate my crime. That was the main reason I wanted to call in, apart from giving all these amazing compliments to Big Tank.
Drew Johnson.
And
You
organizing
have a
this
crime to
tank
pitch.
competition.
One tank.
You want to pitch a crime.
Look, it's not so. Is it pitching a crime if I'm describing what's already happened?
Yeah, because I
Or is this-
I have to evaluate it.
Okay.
If you're
so
wondering
when I was
how many
younger,
points it's worth.
when I was a young man,
Uh-huh.
I hacked into my neighbor's internet account, stole all his details, and used his internet for about a year and a half
Interesting.
before he found out. And this was in the days of dial-up and when internet was very expensive
Mm-hmm.
and ran up multiple $1,000 bills before it was eventually caught onto.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So it was I think about 9 months, 10 months, 15, 16 months, a year and a half.
And your
of
neighbor just
using,
had no
their
idea
internet.
he had no idea why his bills were so high?
Nope, not until he did a formal investigation, and then I was eventually caught.
Okay, you got caught. So that's a deduction right there. You didn't get away with it, but that's okay.
Well, absolutely, I got away for it for a fair
When
while.
you
let's
got
say that.
caught, what happened?
My mother and father dragged me down the street because he lived down the road.
Okay.
And I had to go and apologize in front of him and his wife. And it wasn't great.
How old were you?
I was 12.
Wow. Okay. I respect that. You're ahead of the curve there. That's pretty much a felony, probably. I mean, not being familiar with Australian law, I can't really properly rate the severity of the crime. If it's similar to American law, depending on how much the dollar amount was, whether it's a felony or not. So my last question would be, how did you get his information?
How'd I get his information?
Yes.
He left it on a post-it note in his room, so I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll take his log
so
on
you
info and
violated
use
his
it then.
trust. So you're just there playing, having, doing what kids do.
Yeah, I was over there.
are a
He
little
had
fucker.
he had sons, and we would play in the street and play games and stuff.
Yep. Okay. And you didn't bother asking your friends for permission to use the account? You just saw it,
Nope.
target of opportunity, and you took it.
Look, I needed to play StarCraft online, and my
Over
internet was too
dial-up.
expensive.
Wow.
So I needed
Rough
to
and
use
tumble
the
Australia.
dial-up to play StarCraft.
Okay. Well, you get credit for such a young age being such a little shit. I respect that. 12 years old being that devious, that's commendable. You did get caught, though, which is unfortunate. Getting away with something like this, I mean, at that age, you're not thinking that far ahead. So out of 25 points, stealing your neighbor's internet for months and months and months to play StarCraft. I like that crime. 17 points.
Right, Troy.
Pretty good, Troy.
Thank you.
You get bonus points
Thank you
again
very
for
much.
the young age and just the ballsiness of it. Just straight up, you saw the post-it note out there and you just wrote down the info and just straight up took it.
Troy.
That's shitty to do, man.
Feeling good.
I respect that. That's a pretty big
Yeah.
violation of your friend's trust.
Absolutely. it
Who's
was,
getting them?
And we weren't friends for much longer after that.
Understandably, I'd be pissed at you too.
Who's
Who
getting
gets
Troy?
the points?
Yes.
Can I see the scoreboard?
Do you want to see the weekly or the?
Yeah, show them the overall. So overall,
weekly.
we've got.
Why do I want to see the daily?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah,
more
Ty.
important to know who's the day. Who
You want
wins the
Ty's
day.
number so you can call him up
Yeah,
personally
you
and
want
yell
to
at
call
him?
up Ty?
No, Sage has got that on her.
Current standings: the top 4: Hot Steve with 52, Bijou with 15, Mimosa with 6, and Hamburger with 0.
But to give Ty credit, I understand his burner call center number plan, and
that a
it could be
crime?
fun to waste it. It could be fun to waste the time of people in call centers and track it on.
Troy gets it.
Absolutely. Now, whether or not it was a bit, I don't know. I don't know whether or not you thought that far ahead, but I'm doing it again.
Thanks, Troy.
Who do you want these points to go to? We gotta move on.
Look, that's fine. I'll give it to Mimosa.
All right.
17 points
All
for
right.
Mimosa. Puts her in second. Thanks, Troy.
Thanks, Troy.
I love you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, back in the dial-up days, man, that shit can add up. If I'm his neighbor, I'm furious.
Ah.
Hey.
Ah.
Oh. Thank you.
Failure.
There we go. All right. Round 3.
Round 3.
All right, Ty, how about you look at the plus 5s? I'll look at the minus 5s.
All right. Plus 5 for Mimosa.
Minus 5 for Mimosa, minus 10 for Hot Steve, minus 5 for Mimosa again. Minus 5 for Mimosa, and minus 5 for Hot Steve.
Plus 5 for Mimosa. Flump is just missing those 5s.
Minus 5 for Hot Steve.
Uh-oh, badass on the field. Plus 5 for Mimosa.
Mimosa hit the badass, didn't she? Negative 5 for Jeremy Legg.
Plus 25 for Mimosa.
Negative 10 for Hot Steve.
Plus 5 for Mimosa.
Negative 5 for Slider. Negative 5 for Jeremy Legg. Negative 5 for Hot Steve.
Plus 5 for Mimosa.
Bijou got to get off of that. She's been under the minus 5 for the
Plus
whole round.
5 for Flump.
Minus 5 for Mimosa.
Plus 5 for Mimosa. Plus 5 for Hot Steve.
That was a plus 5 for Slider, too.
Plus 5 for Hot Steve. Plus 10 for Mimosa. Plus 5 for Flump.
Minus 5 for Mimosa. Minus 5 for Hot Steve.
Plus 5 for Slider.
Another minus
Bijou gets
10.
minus 5.
Minus 10 for Hot Steve.
Plus 5 for Mimosa.
Minus 5 for Mimosa. Minus 5 for Hot
Popping
Steve.
on note, popping on note. Song's gonna be in my head all day.
That's it.
That was a plus 5 for Slider before the end.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, he made it in time.
All right.
Add him up. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
There's nobody there.
I think you just felt my phone vibrate on the table.
Oh, maybe I did.
Oh, you're getting a call. It's already paying dividends?
Yeah.
Your cry for help?
No, it was Dean. It was just Dean calling me.
What, that doesn't count?
Oh.
I'm sure she's a good listener. Oh, wait, no, you want people to vent to you, right? You want to be the listener? Or do you want to go back and forth?
I'm really excited to see these totals.
It's cool that this song rhymes with Cotton Eye Joe. Like they followed it to a T, the pattern, to see if they could get another hit. We don't want to mess it up. Let's do the same beats per minute. What rhymes with Cotton Eye Joe? Oh, I know. Popping on oak, I guess. What does that mean, sir? I don't know.
That's an example of the bad way to recycle it. Leonard Skinner did it the right way.
The leaderboard is up for the quiz. Jude the Dude.
Is that thing unfucked or is it still weird?
Yeah, they
fixed
fixed
it?
it. Yeah, there's a lot of you in first place, but that's just because we started today for the week. So I'm thinking maybe we'll include these days into.
What was the problem with it? Do you know?
I think
AJ, do something.
there was an update. Like they needed to update something.
Oh.
Mimosa jumps ahead. Hot Steve getting a lot of minus points that round, and Bijou just sitting where she sat.
William Street Swap Shop is up next. Stupid Morning Bullshit Evening Edition after that. Blood Feast. Those guys doing Blood Feast tonight?
Who's
Since
I know.
Max is still nursing his
we are.
He really got
soft as baby shit ass.
He was almost nearly killed by those gummy lobsters. He had surgery and he's been out. Thanks, Crix. I looked to find Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, and they cannot be found.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
If anybody has a line on Haribo sugar-free gummies,
Surely Amazon
shoot
still
me a
has
link. No, that was my first and
They're
only
not available?
test.
Wow.
You just need to go to the deep web.
Gotta
Yeah.
go on the Silk Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe somebody here knows how to do that. I can barely get on my Netflix. Development meeting is at 8. That's live. Do you want to pitch a show to those guys? Maybe get on the network? 8 p.m. tonight. Wonder Closet's showing the Jellies, and Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. At 10 o'clock, Blood Feast has a band. Blood Feast Presents has Night Cleaner. 11 o'clock tonight. How about this? Robbie and Friends, electronic game information. Covering E3. Getting excited for E3. That's at 11 tonight. That's live from Burbank. What else do we need? Anything you guys want to plug?
Listen,
Ty? Christina?
Listen to the podcast. It's very good.
Yes, Christina. Thank you.
I got nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Thanks for sitting in, Ty, for Max. Christina, thanks for sitting in for Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, thanks for staying hot. I don't know what else to tell you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
You're all very welcome.
We'll be back tomorrow. Hope you join us. Fishcenter Live.
Wow.